It's time to continue liberating the galaxy from these traitorous rebels. Hello, everyone. I am Andrew Dorn, also known as the 12th Guy here on YouTube. Last time, we were in the Void, and in this episode, we were not in the Void. We are not in the Void, but I do have a fan on because, God help me, it gets hot in this room during the summer, so you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it. Anyways, this time, we're having a space battle over Naboo. They've activated auto turrets. I'll activate supplies so I can crush them faster. Yes. Anyways, I don't know what that was about. Anyways, so how are you guys been? I think this is coming out on Wednesday, because I have a fairly predictable schedule, except when I take breaks. Those are really random, but those are ultimately, you know, to make sure that I don't burn myself out, because I've had, you know, a history with just getting burnt out of doing videos, and so I want to try to hopefully stop that from happening again in the future. So one of the steps that I'm doing to ensure that I don't get burnt out again is, you know, taking more regular breaks. Hey, we got the A-wing down. Nice. Alright. Can we do some damage? Somehow those missiles went through the heavy turret. Don't know how that's possible, but it happened. Oh. Hit the brakes. There we go. Took out a heavy turret. Nice. Oh, is someone gonna... Oh. I thought I was gonna be able to hit them right as they were leaving the hangar. Nope. Unfortunately, not the case. Whoop. There we go. Alright, let's board this rebel ship and destroy everything in our path. Man, just randomly the thought of like the first EA Battlefront, like its beta, and it was like lots of like, oh, did I seriously just accidentally killed the teammate? Anyways, so interesting, like a time leading up to the beta. Just, you know, the group, there was a group I was part of. We don't talk anymore. We never made the jump from Skype to Discord, or at least not as like a whole group. But like, it was a wild ride of emotions, from like excitement to anger, because like EA was like, space battles aren't, you know, a big part of Star Wars or whatever. And there was like confusion, like all this shit, the whole ride of emotions, y'all. And then it was like the beta came out, and like the group and I, like we were just like enamored by it, and we were like, okay, maybe this will be a good game, maybe we'll play it together. That never ended up happening. I did end... What the hell? He was just chilling against the support beam. Like, he kicked up his foot and everything. Good lord. But I did end up playing a lot of Battlefront, EA Battlefront, back in the day. I ended up getting the season pass for like $5 during like one of the holiday sales, and honestly the best purchase I ever made, because like I really like tore into like that DLC content, or at least as much as I could. And then after a while the player base started dying down, and then Battlefront 2 by EA came out. And almost everyone just sort of abandoned the first one. And, you know, to their credit, is nowhere near as good as the second one. Just because the second one made so many improvements, and looking back on it, it definitely was very tech demo-y. Had a lot of, you know, good systems that were ultimately, you know, built upon for Battlefront 2. Although Battlefront 1 had expansions, they didn't have any microtransactions at launch, and then EA was like, I think we will add in microtransactions and loot boxes and shit. And it's like, cool, EA, glad to know that you're still gonna find ways to bleed a game dry. That was also a wild ride. Leading up to Battlefront 2. Oh man, the hype around that was unmatched. And then after a while, I think, was it last year or the year before that, Battlefront 2, the DICE announced that they were no longer going to make new content for it. Like, they were going to keep, you know, doing bug fixes and stuff, but like no brand new content. And part of me wonders if there'll be like a Battlefront 3. And if so, what are they gonna do with it? Are they gonna try and fully realize the concept of space-to-ground battles like we saw in Elite Squadron? You know, granted, Elite Squadron, you know, it still felt like you were kind of fighting on two separate maps just because you had a cutscene in the middle. But, like, you know, the battles were still interconnected. Like, you could start in the ground, go up into space. You know, if you got the ion cannon, you could take out enemy capital ship shields and all this stuff. I've been on this soapbox before about how much I love Elite Squadron. And one day I'll cover it for the channel, because I really want to show the game to you guys. And I've gotten a decent handle on how to use my upscaler that I have for the PlayStation Portable. So that's yeah. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys. I don't know when that'll happen though, just because I like to have, you know, a decent gap between entries in a given game series. Just because. Oh, also, so the day I'm recording this, peek behind the curtain, is July 26th. It's a Monday. Yesterday, July 25th, it was announced. Oh my gosh, someone's on the turret shooting the sensor relay. That's amazing. July 25th, 2021. The brand new-ish team behind the independent video sharing website Flare announced that they were 100% canceling the Flare project, which is very unfortunate. When I joined Flare back in the day, you know, it took me a while to figure out what kind of content I wanted to do. Eventually I realized, you know, I wanted to keep doing sort of Let's Play content and just do stuff specifically for Flare. And after a while, I ended up I ceased making content, mostly just because of life. And I was really busy with a bunch of other projects. Like, in addition to the Let's Plays on my YouTube channel, I was also doing Mini Pack. I was also doing Andrew Jordan's What's New. Trying to write articles regularly on my website. All this stuff I was doing. I just couldn't also make content for this other website. But eventually, Vlaire just sort of shut down because their server provider failed to deliver them a copyright takedown notice. And so because of that, you know, they claimed that Vlaire was in the wrong and violated European copyright law and struck down the website, which is really stupid. But like since then, you know, the project swapped hands a couple of times. It was started and then stopped and then started again. The day is ours. Well done, and they're honestly, after work on Vlaire stopped the first time, me and a fellow creator from the platform, we were talking in DMs, and we both kind of agreed that like this, you know, first failed attempt at reviving Vlaire might be a sign of things to come. And eventually our sort of gut reaction turned out to be correct, because they ended up shutting down Vlaire for good, which is really unfortunate. I really liked where the platform was going at the time. It was filled, in my opinion, there was too much shitpost content. Like, yeah, you need to have memes on a social media platform so people can have, you know, a sort of like shared sense of humor or whatever, or whatever the justification was that I had come up with. And also a few other people came up with as well. But it was too much. It was hard to find quality content. There weren't a lot of big names behind it. And all around, it was just kind of... The content left a lot to be desired. But other than that, I had like really high hopes in the website. And now it's gone for good. Now, the bright side is that ever since I started to become a bit of an archivist, I've held on to the uploads of like every single video I've made, and that includes videos that I made for Vlaire. So I still have those final exports and the thumbnails. So at some point, most likely after I'm done with this series, I will be uploading those series that I did for Vlaire onto YouTube. There were 2 games that I did exclusively for Vlaire. Dark Arena, which is a first-person shooter on the Game Boy Advance. Don't play it, it's garbage. God, it's so bad. And then Finding Paradise, which is a game made in RPG Maker, and I absolutely love it. It brought me very close to tears at the end. And then there was the third Let's Play that I did for Vlaire. Was actually, I ended up doing a series on Pikmin. Now, if you remember, I already... What the hell? What the hell? What was that? My phone... I heard a ding. And my phone lit up. What? Excuse me? No alter notifications. I swear to God. I heard a ding. Like a... What? And I look over, my phone is lit up. Like, as if, like, a notification came through. That, I'm so confused. What the fuck? Anyways, so, one of the series I did for Vlaire, the third and final one that I did on that website, was a Pikmin Let's Play. But I want to bring it over to YouTube, one, because, you know, I want to bring all the Vlaire content over. But then also, I feel like my commentary and my approach to the game is different enough to the point where it won't really matter. And plus they won't have like the sort of numbering system that I have for my main or not main Let's Plays, but the Let's Plays that I upload for YouTube. So they won't be like Let's Play number 32 or whatever. They'll I'll be giving them the moniker of Let's Play Vault. So like Let's Plays I've brought over from like other platforms, or maybe if I really wanted to, like old channels. But the big reason why I want to bring them over is, one, you know, I want people to see them, especially Dark Arena and Finding Paradise, because I really enjoyed doing both series, even though Dark Arena is garbage. It's like one of the worst games I've ever played. I think my commentary is still pretty solid in that series. And then also they'll help give me a nice buffer until my next Let's Play is ready. So I'm not 100% sure when I'll be done with Battlefront 2, because I still have, you know, we still have to finish up the Imperial campaign, and then we have to finish up, or we don't have to finish it, but I do want to do the bonus episode where I show off the PlayStation Portable version, just so you guys have an idea as to how compromised it was. Like, it's not too terribly bad, but like, The Empire has received credits for conquering Dagobah. Do not save. Alright. Hey, they built a fleet. Where are they going? They're going that way. I'm gonna grab 2 of those and 1 of those, just because I predict having 2 space battles. Just because my turn is being spent attacking them, they'll probably want to attack back. Or at least that's sort of my justification. Justification for double purchasing supplies. Heck yeah. Alrighty, here we are. Also, in a previous episode, we had like a repeat of the Camino fight, and while I was editing that that episode, I was just like looking over that whole fight, and I was like, you know what? This fight's kind of boring. So I ended up just cutting it. So that might be a thing that happens in like either this episode or possibly the next one, where I just we get like another one of these like in the middle of nowhere space battles, and then I'm like, you know what, we've seen this a couple of times, we can just skip this. That'll be my sort of justification. Is like, yeah, we've seen it, we don't need to see this fight again for like the billionth time. But I think this is the last space variant that we haven't seen for this scenario. Obviously we've probably seen it when doing the Rebel scenario, but honestly that was such a long time ago. Don't get near that. Don't get near that. Oh my god. Are you hurt? No, you're lucky. You are so lucky you didn't get hurt from that. AI, I swear to God. Oh, is that a time bomb? Oh, I'll stand right next to it. Oh, it's your time bomb? You're an ally? Oh, well, I'm gonna put my face right on that time bomb. It's like, no, stop that. Don't do that. That's how you get hurt, you dummy. Good lord. I question the decisions the AI makes in this game, because sometimes it makes a lot of sense, and sometimes it makes absolutely no goddamn sense whatsoever. Ow, 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 butthole. Why are you focused on me? There's a dude right out your crotch. Oh, again, questionable decisions by the AI. Good lord, I don't even know half the time. Anyways, we're just blowing shit up just because we can. Whew, 89 points. Alright, we're less than 100 away, which is good. Oh, now we're 90 points away. Oh, yeah, that's right. The turrets give you 1 point each, which is nice. As like a little like, hey, you wasted some ammo trying to keep this automated thing from killing you. Have a point, I guess. What, you want more? Pff, get out of here. You don't get more. It's like, alright, fine, fair enough. Alright guys, get in. Oh, we left 2 dudes behind. You can fight it out. 2 Imperial pilots versus a whole Moncal crew. It'll be fine. They just needed to drop off the rest of their time bombs in a critical location. And then the ship will fall apart. And they'll be good to go. That's the hope anyways. Anyways, are our shields down? I think our shields are down. Yeah, they are. Also, it's kind of funny how, like, you know, the capital ships, they have sort of health bars, but you don't actually do any damage to them directly, which is interesting. It would actually, you know what? I wonder if there's a mod out there that makes it so you could actually destroy the capital ships. That would be interesting. You would have to the map would either by default, or you would have to go into like the instant action settings to set it up so where there's a higher score limit, just because it's real easy to hit 180 points in some of these maps. But yeah, I'm sure somebody's done it. The modding community for Battlefront 2 is very much alive. But who knows? Not me, obviously, because I'm the one asking questions. I'm the one who's confused all of the time. How do you not know these things? Well, you see, that's what I do. I drink and not know things. It's why I ask questions literally all of the time. Because I have very large gaps in my knowledge base.
Their frigate has been destroyed.
Excellent. Finally.
Well done, gentlemen.
Oh, man. Are we going to have... We're going to have a second space battle. I might just cut that space battle out, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to do that. First, let's do that. Oh. Oh. Oh, I called it. I called it. I freaking called it. We're having another space battle. I'm just gonna cut this one out, and I'll be back later. Alrighty, that battle is finally over. God, it took 10 minutes, give or take. Oh, it took forever. Felt like it took forever, too. I don't want to save my progress just yet. You know what? I can feel myself getting a little tired, and I want to bring, you know, a good amount of content to you guys. Of course, I say that. Last episode had reverb, but that was actually intentional, and that was to make it a bit more cursed than normal. But I think I'm actually going to end the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront 2, the one that came out in 2005. Bye-bye.